Shalom. I'm going to start off with giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rabakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Coming at you with another quick lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Lord willing, this lesson may be edifying. It's the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. You can also tie in the scripture that says, the elements shall melt with fervent heat. That's why the scripture says, I have created the waster to destroy. America, Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. Okay? We know our holy land over there, Jerusalem, is also going to be purged and cleansed as well. All right? But I mainly want to talk about the destruction that's coming to America, Babylon the Great. Because America, Babylon the Great pushes throughout the world complete wickedness, perverseness, iniquity, pride. Okay? America, Babylon the Great promotes all these things. You see? And they are the most proud. They are the most proudest nation. But they're going to be the ones that is going to be humbled. Okay? As you're in this great pride, or you're going to be in a great humbling is coming unto you. All right? Talking about make America great again. Nah, that's out. A great humbling is going to come to Esau, Edom again. Okay? I think I like that. A great humbling is going to come to Esau, Edom again. Right? Now, people might say, well, what do you mean again? Well, when you go back into what? The Dark Ages, who was ruling? Jake. Okay? The Moors, if you will. And who got put down? Who got their place taken for 1,000 years? Esau, Edom. Right? Let me get that real fast. Let's go to the state that they were in during that time. I believe it's Job 20. Not 20. 30. Let's go to the state of Esau when he was in that when he was in that low condition. Job chapter 30 verse. I'll start at the top. It says, but now that they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers would have disdained to set with the dogs of my flock. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former time desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, and in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Okay? It says, among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were violent in the earth. And this is talking about Esau, Edom. All right? So when you deal with that whole, when they show images of cavemen, right? I believe the name that the term or the name that they called them was Neanderthals. No, that's talking about Esau, Edom, in the state or the condition that they were in, chased away, living in the cliffs, living in the mountains, not knowing to take care of themselves, braying, not having I can't think of the word. So come back to me, I'll get into it. But nevertheless, let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 20. Right, I know I kind of switched the gears a little bit. It says, verse 20 says, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand, right? And this chain, angel is Yahweh Shai, and his chain is representing slavery. and laid hold on a dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. This is not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. The spiritual demon Satan is still doing what the Lord is telling him to do. So he wasn't never locked away. No, who is this talking about? This is talking about Esau, Edom. Okay? That's why it says, and laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. And this time period that it's talking about where he was bound, okay, was the Dark Ages. Right? It says, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that what? That he should deceive the nations no more. You see? So he wasn't able to deceive the nations when his power got took from him. It says, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. So he couldn't do this until his 1,000 years was fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season. Okay, and you see it now. Right now, we are in that little season, okay, which he's loosed. You see? And how he rose back up. You know, how he came back into power again. You see? Came all the way back into power. You know, starting with the Greeks, right? And then he got even more powerful, coming under the banner of the Romans. You see? So the scripture says what? It says, what does it say? I believe it's 13. Here we go. I just want to get to the point. It says, and I saw one of the heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. You see? And all the world wonder after the beast. And this is where we are today. Because it's what? His deadly wound was healed. You see? So Esau, Edom is back in power today. You know? But we also know, as the scripture says, 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 9, for Esau is what? The end of the world. You see? So the end is going to come through him. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right? Meaning the Israelites. All right? So this is what I wanted to touch on or go into or mention. I wanted to go into it because I mentioned it. I says what? He was going to fall again. All right? Now going back to what I initially was speaking on, of America, Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed, right? It's going to burn via thermonuclear fire. Let's get this, the book of Isaiah. Let's show the devastation of, you know, what is going to occupy this land once America, Babylon the Great is destroyed, when it's burned with fervent heat, right? When it talks about neither leave root nor branch, the book of Isaiah chapter 34. Verse 8. Okay. died, nigga. Damn. Freaking lantern flies keep flying everywhere on me. So, verse 8, it says, for it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance, in the year of the recompenses of the controversy of Zion. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever from generation to generation. It shall lie waste, and none shall pass through it forever and ever. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it. And he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness. Right? Jumping to 14, it says, the wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the wild beasts of the island, and the satyr shall cry to his fellow. The screech owl also shall rest there, and find for herself a place of rest. There shall the great owl make her nest, and lay and hatch, and gather under her shadow. There shall the vultures also be gathered, everyone with her mate. You see that? You see? So, America, Babylon the Great is going to become a desolation. And these desert-like creatures, these different creatures that I mentioned, are going to occupy this land. This land is not going to be inhabitable by no people whatsoever. All right? Whatsoever. So that destruction is coming to America, Babylon the Great. And like I said, and I forget exactly how I worded it, but Esau going to take a fall again, but this time he is not going to be healed. Right? Oh, let me end off with that. He's not going to be healed this time. Right? As his daily wound was healed before. No, not this time. Ain't no rising again. The book of Jeremiah.
The highlight of the Midwest.
Oh yeah, okay, here we go, boom. Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed, or just read how, okay, or the destruction of this place. How is going to be the thermonuclear destruction. It says, how for her, take balm for her, if so she may be healed. We will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth into heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. And this is going to be the mindset of the people of the other nations. They're like, man, F all that. Let me go to my own country, because this place is going to be through. But the scriptures talk about the merchants of the city, crying or complaining or being in awe when they see the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, because there ain't gonna be no more, making no money. Nah. Okay, all that's out. And then these other nations, right? When we get to the kingdom, these other nations is gonna have to come under the order and the banner of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay, in the order of the government that's gonna be set up, which is the 144,000. Okay, the Israelite men. Okay, who's gonna establish this order upon earth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, through the decrees, okay, of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So like just something quick with the spirit. Babylon is going to be destroyed, and there will be a fall of Esau again, but this time there will be no rising. Shalom.